Good evening, everyone. 6:30. I'd like to call a Physical Services Committee meeting for Monday, June 1st, 2026. To order, please. Could I have a roll call?
Councillor Meyer.
Here.
Councillor Plunkett.
Here.
Councillor Ashline.
Here.
Councillor Kennedy.
Excused. I'd like to have a motion to approve the minutes of the May 18th, 2026 committee meeting, please. Councillor Plunkett, Councillor Ashline. Roll call, please.
Councillor Meyer.
Yes.
Councillor Plunkett.
Yes.
Councillor Ashline.
Yes.
I see no old business. Under authorizations, item 1, the Zoning and Planning Office has received a request from Mr. Gregory Peddle, owner of a single-family dwelling located at 16 West 8th Street, for use of public space in order to replace an existing concrete walkway, together with the installation of a flower garden, border, and retaining wall. I'm going to pull this from the agenda. We did some more research on it, and he is not in public space, so this item won't be voted on tonight. Item 2, Craig Brebior, Commissioner of Public Works and Parks and Recreation, has received a request from Suzanne Menicha for use of public space to host chair yoga classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the McCrovey Building. Is there anyone who'd like to speak on this?
I do a point of order.
Sure.
For the first item, in order to pull that from the agenda, don't you have to vote to table it?
Let's see. I don't think so. Councilor Caracoli, we have a point of order on the first item. Do I have to have a motion to table it before I pull it, or do we just pull it? That's what I
No,
asked
Mr.
earlier.
Chairman, you have the authority just to pull that from the agenda. There's no need to vote
That's what
on
I
it.
thought. We discussed that. Okay.
I mean, typically, you would, I think for future reference, you would just call out the agenda item number 1 is pulled without
okay.
even having to get into
Okay.
any discussion about it or
Okay, great.
announcing it.
Okay. Excellent.
You
Thank
didn't do anything wrong,
Okay.
but you don't need a vote for that.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's see. Craig, did you want to speak on, or is there anyone to speak on item 2? Okay. Could I have a motion, please? Councilor Plunkett. Councilor Meyer.
Councillor Meyer.
Yes.
Councillor Plunkett.
Yes.
Councillor Ashline.
Yes.
Item 3, Oswego Renaissance Association and SUNY Oswego request the use of public space to replace their annual Block Challenge and Pride Project signage in the designated locations. Is there anyone that would like to speak on that?
Good evening. I'm Paul Stewart. I direct the ORA. We are in our 13th year now, and we've just been funded for another 5. And a lot of you are new, so I'll just say a couple things. We are about improving neighborhoods, and we get blocks involved from all over town. We look for block leaders, and we try to help them take control of the future of their blocks to make their blocks become the best versions of themselves. And the way we do that is we basically have one of our granting programs, we will say, we'll match you dollar for every improvement you make to the outside of your home. But the rule is you need to get at least 5 neighbors on your household, on your block to participate, at least 5, forming a cluster. And usually we get about 10 or 15 houses, depending. And when that happens, when all our blocks get together, we meet with them, they all tend to want the same kind of things. And the results of this program have been really strong for many years. We partnered with blocks for many years. We've been expanding. This year we have a new target area near the hospital. So what I'm asking for is for permission to, like we have in the past, to install the block challenge signs on the designated blocks. They go in usually in June, and they come down by the 15th of November. And that's where we're at. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Any questions? Could I have a motion, please? Councilor Plunkett. Councilor Ashline. Roll call, please.
Councillor Meyer.
Yes.
Councillor Plunkett.
Yes.
Councillor Ashline.
Yes.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
Item 4, the Office of Economic Development has received a request from Canales Restaurant to host Canales Anniversary Party on Sunday, July 5th, 2026, from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Is there anyone that would like to speak on that? Go ahead, Nick.
Good evening. Nick Canale from Canales Restaurant. We've been having this party since our 60th anniversary 13 years ago. And it's just a few hours in the afternoon. We put a band out on the front patio and some tents in the parking lot and have a little spaghetti eating contest in the parking lot towards the end of the party. And then we open things back up and go about our business for the rest of the evening. So it's usually it's 3 or 4 hours of, we close the street earlier so we can set up, but it's 3 or 4 hours of people enjoying the day after the parade. So that's all it is. Thank you. We just closed right in front of the restaurant.
Yeah, it always looks like a good time. I mean, I live right close by it. There never seem to be any issues, so. Could I have a motion? Counselor Plunkett, Counselor Ashline, roll call, please.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you.
Item 5, the Office of Economic Development has received a request for use of public space from Fort Ontario to host the Fort Ontario Revolutionary War Battle at Washington Square Park on Saturday, June 13th, 2026, from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Is there anyone who'd like to speak on that? I did talk to the gentleman from Fort Ontario, and he was telling me that there's gonna be a parade that goes from the Washington Square Park down to the fort. They're going to do a reenactment of a Civil War battle, and I've seen a few of those before, and it's pretty interesting. So I think it'd be good for the community. I can't wait to see it. So, any questions, comments? Can I have a motion, please? Counselor Ashline, Counselor Plunkett, roll call, please.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes.
Item 6, the Office of Economic Development has received a request from Janet Anderson for use of public space to host Porch Fest 2026 on Sunday, September 20th, 2026, from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. Is there anyone here that'd like to speak on that?
I'm Janet Anderson. I've been involved with Porch Fest since the beginning, 11 years ago, right, Steve? 11 years ago? And it's a really great community event that, it's all volunteer-driven. The performers perform for free, the hosts host them for free, and it's a great tradition that we've created over the past 11 years, and I would love to get it approved. I did have one question, though, and I don't know if this is something you can answer tonight. Who do I contact about the barriers that they put up to block the streets?
We usually
Is that
go through
DPW or the
economic
police?
development. They usually get a hold of DPW.
Okay.
Okay? Any
Thank you.
questions? Motion, please. Counselor Plunkett, Counselor Ashline, roll call, please.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes.
Item 7, the Office of Economic Development has received a request from John Bletch to host Drumfest 4 on Saturday, July 25th, 2026, from 1 to 4. John couldn't be here tonight. I talked to him. He said it's pretty neat. There's a bunch of people that come up with drums. There's dancing at Veterans Theater, and it's a good time. And so he could, like I say, he couldn't be here, but it sounds like a lot of fun. So we'll attend this year. Have a motion, please. Counselor Ashline, Counselor Plunkett, roll call, please.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes.
Item 8, the Office of Economic Development has received a request for use of public space from Michelle Merritt to host St. Mary's Bazaar on July 17th and July 18th, 2026, as well as a waiver of the open container ordinance and noise ordinance. Is there anyone here who would like to speak?
I'm Michelle Merritt, and St. Mary's Bazaar kind of speaks for itself. It's happened for years and years. It's happening again this year, hopefully July 17th and 18th. It runs from 3:30 to 9. and everything is cleaned up and back to normal on Monday. Any questions?
Any questions, comments? I know it's a great time. I've been down there a few times. And the food's good, too.
Good, thank you.
Any, no more? Could I have a motion, please? Counselor Ashline, Counselor Plunkett, roll call, please.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes.
Item 9, the Office of Economic Development has received a request for use of public space from the Hole to host the Cornhole Tournament fundraiser on Saturday, June 27th, 2026, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. I did try to contact the people that were going to put this on. I didn't get an answer back, so I really don't know exactly what it's all about. He is here? Oh, would you like to speak, please? Oh, okay. I didn't get a call back, so I wasn't sure.
So my name is Jolene Garcia. I'm actually the Vice President of Habitat for Humanity. So we are joining with the Whole to do a tournament to benefit our Aging in Place program. So that's to put handbars, ramps, things to help people stay in their homes. Like we recently did a ramp for somebody who went into the hospital, had surgery, came out in a wheelchair. So the Whole has been gracious enough to do a cornhole tournament for us, and that's what the tournament is for.
Okay. Any questions, comments? Yes, Counselor Ashline.
I saw in the application that it looks like TBD for sanitation. Do you have a plan for that?
We're going to take care of all cleanup and all. We bring in the stuff and then we take everything out.
Okay.
So we're not going to have the city take care of anything. We bring in the boards, we bring in anything that we need, and we're going to pick it all up and take it with us.
Great, thank you.
Excellent. Great. Any other questions, comments? Motion, please. Counselor Plunkett, Counselor Ashline, roll call, please.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
Item 10, approve fee waiver request for Sunset Concert Series 2026. Is there anybody here that would like to speak on that?
Hello, Steve Deffrin. I'm one of the directors of the two bands. I do the jazz, and Trevor Jorgensen does the concert bands. We've been doing this about 90 years. Is every Wednesday night in Breakbeck Park, and we're just asking for a waiver for the fee of the trailer. So if there's any questions.
Any comments, any questions? Could I have a motion, please? Counselor Plunkett, Counselor Ashline, roll call, please.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Look forward to using the new trailer. Thank you.
Item 11, Chairman William Meyer requests discussion regarding an addition to the Franklin Square sign. I know this, I think you've all got information on an addition to the sign that says Porch Fest. So is there someone like to speak on that?
Hi, I'm Steve Phillips. I'm one of the key organizers for Oswego Porch Fest. We are, as most of you know, I think in our 12th year. We started out with 11 bands and about 100 people attending. Last year we had 80 bands and we had a couple thousand people attend. Oswego Porch Fest was also voted the most popular community event in Oswego. What we would like to do is acknowledge the neighborhood, the residents there that are part of the process, and we would like to add a small sign that would hang below the Franklin Square sign that would match the sign that would simply say home of Oswego Porch Fest 2015 when we were first started. We will pay to have the sign made and we will pay to have it maintained. There would actually be two signs. There are two large Franklin Square signs on the northwest and the southeast corners. The other thing is, by the way, Porch Fest is used by a lot of the realtors as a way of marketing that neighborhood. It shows the type that the neighborhood is involved in community events and supporting the city. Any questions?
Anyone have any questions, comments? I guess before we bring this to make a motion or bring it, I guess I have a comment about the sign and being permanent. We've been barraged with signs. I don't know, as maybe we should, if we're going to make a resolution for it, that maybe it should be time, a time constraint as far as like maybe June to October or something like that, so it's not up there permanently, as we do for other organizations and other events. Craig, do you have anything to add to this, or? Yeah, Paul. I'll bring him up.
Good evening, Craig Bureau, Commissioner of Public Works. We've had quite the conversation about this sign. Being a not-for-profit, first of all, I'd like to commend everyone at Porch Fest. It's a fantastic event. I love my family. My sister comes to Wisconsin every year just to come to Porch Fest. I enjoy going there as well. You've done a fantastic job. It's a great event. Glad the city helps. We help sponsor that event. We do a lot of work for that. As far as the sign goes, promoting a non-for-profit in a public park is not, I think, ideal for the city of Oswego. We have appropriate places for this. Other signs similar to this, temporary in nature, get put up in various spots around the city. Putting a time frame on the sign, I think, is minimally appropriate. I would suggest a little longer time period. Park season, generally our park season starts in May, ends in mid-October, November. If we were going to put a time limit on it, I would put the park season time limit on it. Again, it's some discussion and debate over whether advertising, using a city sign in a city park to advertise a non-for-profit business, which is what you are, is Porch Fest is, correct? Am I mistaken in that?
I wouldn't call us a business.
It's a non-for-profit organization. Is that better?
Yeah.
We're not a nonprofit. We're not a
We're really just a
501(c)(3)
neighborhood
We're just a
park.
neighborhood volunteer organization.
Oh, okay. I'm mistaken then. Well, that should be taken into consideration then. This is not an official organization.
Okay. Councilor Thompson.
I'll comment. So Porch Fest is a great event. I think it's grown so much over the last couple of years. And I do support the event. I do enjoy it every year. One thing we have to consider though, I do agree with our DPW commissioner that we're opening up a can of worms here by allowing one event to have a sign long-term on a park sign. Next, we'll get asked for Pumpkin Fest, Harbor Fest, and anything else that takes place annually in any park during the year. And so where does it stop? So I think we need to maybe have some more discussions, maybe come up with another idea. There's other ways to display Porch Fest, maybe using A-frames, or I don't know off the top of my head. But I think attaching it to our two signs in that park is not the best use.
Can I just interject something? We're not really advertising Porch Fest as much as we're advertising the home of Porch Fest, the neighbors in the community, and the value that that neighborhood and those neighbors bring to the city, which I think is substantial. The other thing I would say is, I think it would be wonderful to have signs all over the city that say home of Pumpkin Fest and home of Harbor Fest, because that adds so much value to the city for people coming in to visit us, to see that there's a lot going on. And it's not just that Porch Fest is the third Sunday of September, but we are going to celebrate Porch Fest and Pumpkin Fest and every other fest that there is all year long. I just think the value that these things add, and of course, obviously, I'm prejudiced toward Porch Fest because of the number of neighbors. I mean, we'll have well over 60 homes in the neighborhood that are going to host and provide, their generosity to host the musicians. I just think the value that these things bring to the city far outweigh any objection to it. Thank you.
Any more comments, questions?
We have no motion on
No,
tonight.
no, this
I
is
think
just
this
a
is open
discussion. Yeah,
No.
this is only a discussion.
Just to speak to the discussion, I agree with Shane though. I think that without conflicting with the desire to have more acknowledgement of the quality of life issues that go on throughout the community, I think that's what this is about. But I also think that without some thought, clutter and disorder can follow. And so, I'm not at this point thinking we're to the point where approving it would be the right next decision. So, I think there's more thought, and the nuances of what we do in terms of how we acknowledge things, can be thoughtful, can be prominent in a way that acknowledges the commitment of the events and the organizations and the humanity of the community that creates these events in a way that we don't come up with clutter. So hopefully it's just a topic that is not lost, and we keep moving forward with some thought of how we can address this.
Any other comments? Since this was just discussion, I think that this discussion should continue and weigh other options as to how we can go about, promoting, and I know you didn't want to promote it, you just wanted to,
Acknowledge it.
acknowledge that Porch Fest was here. So I think the discussion should go on, but without, there's no resolution tonight, so if there's no more comments, I'll close the discussion. And I'll ask for a motion to adjourn. Councilor Plunkett, Councilor Ashline, roll call, please.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes.
At this time, I'd like to call to order the Administrative Services Committee. Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Plunkett?
Here.
Counselor Meyer?
Here.
Counselor Fitzgibbons?
Here.
Counselor Lautensack? Here. Counselor Ashline?
Here.
Can I get a motion to approve the minutes of the May 18th, 2026 committee meeting, please? Counselor Meyer, Counselor Ashline.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Fitzgibbons?
Yes.
Counselor Lautensack?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes.
Is there any old business? If not, we'll move on to new business. Item 1 under authorization. Craig Rebior, Commissioner of Public Works and Parks and Recreation, has received a request from Ryan Waflowski to accept a tree donation and a memorial marker to be planted and placed at Lakeside Park. Mr. Commissioner?
Councilors, good evening. Craig Rebior, Commissioner of Public Works. Mr. Waflowski reached out to me a couple months ago now to make this request. I reached out to the Tree Advisory Board looking for suggestions for locations. Didn't get much feedback there, but this tree, the ginkgo biloba, is a fantastic tree. There's a couple of them, magnificent specimens in Washington Square, East Park. This tree can live for thousands of years. They're fantastic trees. So we're gonna nurture this one, make sure it grows. And tonight is the anniversary, or no, I'm sorry, the Mr. Waflowski's wife's birthday. So he was unable to come here tonight. He wanted to come and speak, but he is extremely grateful that he was allotted this opportunity. He didn't think it was going to be able to happen, but we're going to make it happen for him.
Any questions or comments? Councilor Ashline?
Yeah, I'd just like to say I'm in favor of the tree and the donation. I think it's a great location for it.
Great. Anybody else? Now, can I get a motion, please? Counselor Lautensack, Counselor Ashline.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Fitzgibbons?
Yes.
Counselor Lautensack?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes. Item 2 under authorization. The Office of Economic Development requests authorization for the City Chamberlain to accept a grant from the New York State Department of State for the local waterfront revitalization program update, and further authorize the mayor and the Economic Development Office to execute all contracts associated for said update. No one here could be, from the Office of Economic Development, could be here tonight due to an emergency. Councilor Fitzgibbons, I know you.
I did speak with the office and Abby Jenkins about this grant request, and it's to update our waterfront revitalization plan, which is filed with the state, the Secretary of State, and it's necessary to support our pursuit for waterfront development funding and grants, and it requires us to create a consensus of our community and priorities for redevelopment in a process to which we have community forums, community representatives, and a whole development of how the plan fits our community. Our last plan was filed in 1986, so we have really reached the end of our ability to secure future grants, and we will not be able to pursue future grants. What I did here in the process was that the planning process has failed several times since 1986, and some of that came as a result of a failure for the council to embrace the plan. So I think it will be important for us, once if we choose to, which I believe we should, pursue the development of a plan, because I think the funding will be critical for long-term capital development for our waterfront, is to be very engaged with how this process takes place, from the public forums and who compromises these public committees, so that they become a broad voice for the community, and that when it comes back to us for approval, we don't waste the effort and have a plan that we don't agree with. And I think we need to listen to the community in the process, engage in the community, engage the community to contribute, and embrace the conclusions, because they will lead us to success for capital development, for improvements. The grant is at $120,000. The cost of this planning is $120,000. We have received $102,000 of support for that payment, and the $18,000 is going to be pretty much soft costs within our department already. So there are going to be payrolls that we're going to allocate and work that we'll allocate within the department to make up our contribution. So there won't be net additional requests for funding for the 18. It will be within the budget right now, as I was told. So I think I think it's going to be important for us to make sure that we have direct input and some benchmarks along the way of the planning process, so that when it comes to its conclusion, we embrace the conclusion as being a good consensus and a reflection of what's good for our community. So that I speak in support of moving this forward.
Anyone else? Now, can I entertain a motion, please? Councilor Fitzgibbons, Councilor Lautensack.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Fitzgibbons?
Yes.
Counselor Lautensack?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes. Item 3 under authorization. The Oswego City Clerk's Office requests authorization for the City Chamberlain to complete a budget amendment in the amount of $9,585 to the City Clerk's personal services account in order to hire a records intern.
Hello, counselors. So I emailed you all earlier with a little bit more information about the candidate we want to bring on in the city clerk's office in the records area. Included among that was a letter of recommendation from our fire chief, who this particular individual has worked with in the past. In short, this gentleman brings along a lot of experience and, ability to do the work that we're doing down there, and we think he'd be a great asset to the city and to help us, continue the mission of digitalization we're doing down there. I asked Igor to come along in case you guys had any questions about the specifics going on down there, because he's leading a lot of the efforts down there. So we're happy to take any questions should any arise.
Do you have any questions? City Clerk?
I was down there, I took a tour with Greg, and it's a lot of work that they're doing to try to bring everything into digital with the books they have down there. It's amazing. So I can see where it's a lot of work and it would need an extra hand. So I think it's a good thing.
We also know 30 years from now, some intern's going to be looking at us and making opinions of what we're doing, correct?
Do have a lot of this.
So be careful for what we say, because we might be the fodder and the humor for the intern 30, 40 years from now.
Anyone else? Now, can I get a motion, please? Councilor Meyer, Councilor Lautensack.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Fitzgibbons?
Yes.
Counselor Lautensack?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes.
Thank you, councilors.
Thank you. Item 4 under authorization. Councilor William Meyer requests discussion regarding the authorization of a new docking fee for dragon boats at the Oswego Wrights Landing Marina.
Sure.
May I step in to hand out something to the counselors?
Sure, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got it first round.
Thank you.
Thank you, George.
Can you hear me okay? I'm a little short. Okay.
Very good.
So good evening, councilors. My name is Julie Dean. I live at 117 East 7th Street in Oswego with my husband, Jeff. And I'm here tonight speaking as a member of the Oswego Dragon Boat Club along with a few of our members. I'd like to share a short history of the club and a little about what we do. In 2012, John Fitzgibbons was president of the YMCA, and he ordered the first Oswego Dragon Boat Festival to help the YMCA as a fundraiser and also to create an activity that used our waterfront for the community. The event engaged a broad group of community members and civic engagement, and a large international dragon boating organization called 22 Dragons supplied the 20 boats that were used in the festival. The festival ran for 3 years and engaged the college, local industry, and some not-for-profit organizations. Then it was determined that in order to have sustainability and beyond the festivals, the club would need to, so that the club could allow people to enjoy the water throughout the summer season, we wanted to try to find a way to do that. And the first thing we needed was a dragon boat. So John Fitzgibbons identified a company that made the highest quality handmade dragon boats out of Toronto, Ontario, and they raised the $15,000 to pay for it by chartering the Oswego Dragon Boat Club as a non-for-profit entity. They sought funding to purchase a boat and the related equipment like the steering oar, the paddles, and life vests, and the club raised the money through donations from members, some of whom donated $1,000, and also a corporate sponsorship from Gerald Shanley of Fast Track. Then around 2013 or 2014, the boat was kept at the Global Dry Dock in the adjacent marina owned by the Port Authority. At that time, the club had a number of active members, including Ann Backer, a local business owner who took personal interest in stewardship of the club. And with the onset of the COVID pandemic, the club shuttered and there was no activity for some years. Then I think in 2021 or 2022, a reconfigured group began using the boat and the legacy assets of the club and approached the city for the use of the back of the gas dock as space for storage of the boat during the season. Now, the Dragon Boat Club is an enthusiastic group of 25 or 30 active members that supports access to the water for community development, youth engagement, health and wellness, and fun for paddlers of a wide range of ages. We've engaged school groups in Oswego to share the boat experience, and we are committed to be a resource for the community. Dragon boating is a sport that can be enjoyed as much by a 20-year-old as by a 75-year-old, And notably, it's an activity that is internationally known for its supportive engagement of breast cancer survivors. The sport emphasizes teamwork and collegial engagement, and we have competed as a team in Dragon Boat festivals in the Albany area and in Syracuse. And although we don't have any current plans to have a Dragon Boat festival, we'd really like to be able to do that again at some point in the future. Members pay $75 a year to paddle roughly 3 times a week from May to October, weather permitting, and we also pay entry fees to participate in festival races. There's really something quite special, and I think thrilling, about the teamwork needed to compete in a race with 20 people, knee to knee, elbow to elbow, paddling like mad in unison to get to the finish line. It's really quite fun. So the club has held 2 trainings on safe operation using the standards of the International Dragon Boat Foundation. We review safety protocols and paddling commands before every practice to be sure that newcomers can paddle safely and enjoy their time on the water. Importantly, every year the club has maintained a certificate of insurance naming the city of Oswego as an insured party to cover liability and injury, and will continue to maintain that. The boat is 41 feet long, 3.8 feet wide at its widest point, and weighs roughly 700 pounds. It seats 20 paddlers, a drummer in the bow, and a steersperson in the stern. And its odd shape and very shallow draft don't require deep water. It's a unique vessel that can be parked in unique places. It was found that the backside of the gas dock, an unusable portion of the dock adjacent to the boat launch, lent itself to this very unique vessel. It was with the agreement and the approval of the city through the mayor that it was parked there for the last 3 years. When we approached the city about that this year, it was suggested that we present the request to this committee. We would like to continue our respectful partnership with the city and desire to be fair to taxpayers for access and the services provided by the city. We don't think there's an impact or reduction of service to the city that would result as the use of the back of the gas dock, because as a practical matter, it's not really usable by other vessels. The club members have worked very hard to maintain this activity in the community, and we are equally committed to the sport of dragon boating and to the community of in Oswego. We live next to a spectacular body of water, and we seek to grow this activity on the lake and to encourage the community to enjoy this amazing water resource. We hope you'll come down and give it a try sometime. I handed out the photos that show some views of the gas dock where we had the boat last year. There's a picture of the boat from last summer in that space, as well as a couple of photos of the boat fully loaded with our club members. Thank you for listening, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Anybody have any questions or comments? Councilor Thompson?
Hi.
Hi.
So it's just one boat? Correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you said it's 41 feet long?
Yeah, it's like a large canoe.
Okay. Then I have some questions for Craig, if you don't mind.
No?
Currently on this dock, there's no fishing allowed, correct? Or do people fish off it?
There is no fishing allowed at any dock in the marina.
Okay, just want to confirm that. And then I think I saw $200 was the proposed rate. How was that number?
Commissioner Rebby and I had talked about,
Because I did some research and it looks like usually most marinas charge by foot or a flat fee per the season. And the lowest fee I found was $250, which isn't much, it's not far off from the 200, or $12 per foot. But
When approached by Councilor Meyer, I looked at our lowest rate in the marina is for a jet ski at $400. Being that this dock otherwise is unusable, I felt the $200 fee was fair.
We discussed it for, I don't know, probably 15 or 20 minutes, half hour. And we looked at all the fees for all the boats. And again, the lowest fee, as Commissioner Rebber just stated, was $400 for a jet ski. With this part of the dock being unusable for any other vessel, we felt that half that amount would be sufficient to satisfy the city. We're not giving it away.
Should be, sorry, I don't mean to
No,
interrupt.
go ahead.
Counselor, noted that the boat has been docked there for 3 years with no fee. I applaud the Dragon Boat Club for coming forward and say, hey, we want to pay something. So that is essentially how that number was derived.
Councilor Lautensack?
Does $200 seem like a reasonable number to your club?
It certainly does. We want to be fair. We understand we're using public space, and we appreciate the opportunity to even talk about it here this evening. So yes, it does seem fair.
Anyone else have any questions or comments? Councilor Lautensack?
Is your club going to participate moving forward too? Would it be beneficial to do like a 3-year contract at $200 and then reevaluate it based upon the 3 years prior? Or no?
All marina boat subcontracts are annual,
Okay, thank you.
so we would conclude that with this, and not to let the cat out, but council will be, in the next few weeks, be seeing a restructuring proposal for all marina fees for next year.
Thank you.
This slip will be included with that.
Anybody else? Can I get a motion then? We'll move the fee forward. Councilor Meyer, Councilor Lautensack?
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Fitzgibbons?
I abstain.
Counselor Lautensack?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Presentation. Does anybody have anything else tonight? Now, can I get a motion to adjourn, please? Counselor Lautensack, Counselor Ashline.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Fitzgibbon?
Yes.
Counselor Lautensack?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes.